All right, fam. Hey, welcome back to I Love Me. For those of you who are finding my channel for the very first time, my name is Marshawn and I'm your life and relationship strategist. I help men and women alike to create the relationship that they want, need, and desire by helping them to implement simple strategies and tools. All right, so some of you guys have been asking me questions, and I wanted to let you know that yes, my book is finally out, 20 Ways to Create an Awesome Love Story. So go ahead to Amazon, pick it up. And just to let you know, I do have 4.6 out of 5 stars on Amazon. You can go ahead and check out what the books and what the reviews, what the reviews are saying about my book. So today I wanted to come on here and talk about why you need to take time for yourself. Because most of us, when we are in the relationships, and specifically to this topic, this can be relationships, period. Not necessarily romantic relationships, although you guys know that my channel is specifically about romantic relationships. This particular video and information can be taken in all of your relationships. Especially for you single parents out there, we have a tendency to give to our children. We may even feel a little bit guilty because we can't do X, Y, and Z, or the other parent is not there for whatever reason. So you need to still take time for yourself, because we actually stop taking time for ourselves because we think that we no longer the things that we want, the things that we need, the things that we deserve, that we don't need them anymore, or that we can continue to sacrifice these things because of the people that we love, whether it's your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, or wife, your children, your parents, your siblings, your co-workers, your pastor, your church members, all of these people that surround you, that make up your family. And you just giving, not realizing that everybody is taking. Simultaneously, while you're giving, they're taking, and you're being sucked dry. This doesn't happen overnight. It happens over a period of time. So over a period of time, you are being sucked dry. Then the resentment starts to build up. You start to become more irritable, and you're not showing up as your best self. So you have to continue to take time for yourself, because this is what is going to revitalize your relationship with yourself, as well as all of the relationships around you. You have to take time for yourself. Also, taking time for yourself builds self-esteem over time, because you realize how important you actually are, and that you deserve to take time for yourself. You work hard to please everybody around you. And so because you work hard to please everybody else around you, you have to please yourself as well. You have to continue to take time for yourself, because over a period of time, these things can actually cause some health effects. And I wrote down some things that I'm going to read to you. Some of these things you may know, others you may not know, and some may even shock you about some of the health effects when you just give, and everybody's taking. And on top of that, you're wondering and thinking, well, dog, everybody taking from me and nobody's giving to me. But guess what? Before I read these effects, I have to tell you, that's your fault. It's your fault if everybody is sucking you dry, because you have to take responsibility for you taking time for yourself. A lot of times we don't do that because we feel the guilt. We feel the shame. We feel, especially if we're single parents, we feel like I need to give because the other parent is not here. For whatever reason, it doesn't matter why the other parent is not there. So you have that guilt and that shame behind being a single parent. So you give. Right? So it's just something to think about. The health effects of not taking time to yourself. Heart attack. Stroke. Asthma. I didn't know about asthma. Obesity. Diabetes. Headaches. Even sometimes migraines. GI issues. Your immune function starts to break down. So you have issues. Always sick. Mental fatigue. insomnia, confusion, poor concentration, depression, anxiety, and increased irritability. Who wants those health effects when you can just simply take time for yourself? And taking time for yourself, a lot of people get this misunderstood. They think that they have to take hours and hours or days away from their family or away from their children, away from their spouse. You don't. This just needs to be a consistent practice for yourself. 30 minutes a day. That can even be broken up into 15-minute increments. So that's 2 15-minute increments where you can take time to yourself. Or 30 minutes altogether, or even an hour. Even 2 hours isn't bad, just for you to sit down and relax a little bit for yourself. Because there's always going to be something that you have to do. There's always going to be somebody tugging at you and asking for your help. And it's okay if you say no every once in a while. Use the power of your no when you need to. Because you know when you start to feel stressed out. You know when you start to feel irritated. You know when you have that foggy brain going on. So just utilize and use the power of your no. It's okay. And if they do not understand, that's even okay. Because at this point, because you've been given, it's not about somebody else. It becomes about you now. And you have to take care of you. In every relationship that you're in. Romantic relationship, sibling relationship, parental, associate, friendship, wherever relationship that you're in, you still have to take time to take care of you. Now, I want to read to you some of the benefits of taking time for you, because some of us don't think that it's a benefit because, again, we start to think about the guilt or shame that we have in not doing something for somebody else. So some of the benefits of taking time for yourself is that you become more productive. You recharge yourself. You have time for self-discovery. It reboots our brains when we take time for ourselves. That fogginess goes away. Clarity comes in. We take time to actually deep think. And a lot of people walk away from deep thinking because they're scared of what's coming out. They don't want to face what they actually have to deal with, what the issue is. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be an issue. We could be scared of succeeding. Maybe the next step that you need to take in being successful in a goal and a project, something about it is holding you back. So taking time to deep think. And then also, of course, more concentration. And finally, of course, it's going to revitalize all of your relationships, because you are showing up as your best self now. And when you show up as your best self, you're helping everybody around you, but especially yourself. Because all of those health effects that I read earlier won't come into play, because now you're taking care of yourself and you're making sure that you take the time to take care of yourself. So how many of you out there need to take time for yourself? What is the one thing that you can specifically do today, this week, to take time for yourself? How important is taking time for yourself to you? How many of you do not want to experience those health effects? Again, taking time for yourself does not mean it has to be a lengthy period of time all at once. It could be 30 minutes. It could be an hour and a half, 2 hours. What is it that you have to do today? And if not today, because your day is passing, tomorrow, so you can take time for you, so you can revitalize and recharge yourself. Do not feel guilty about taking time for yourself. Do not feel ashamed that you need to take time for yourself. You have to do it for yourself and for everybody else around you. Thank you for watching. Definitely let me know what you have to say with your comments and down in the comment section below, because you guys know that I love to read your comments, and let's continue the conversation. I will talk to you guys again on Sunday. Sunday's another day. Come on back. See you later.